Hey everyone, we're gonna wait here and get started in a few minutes. Let some other people show up. Hey Rawle,
Slash.
how's it going, man?
Slash.
I wore our vest. I didn't. I thought maybe we'd match. Oh
How's that?
yeah, there you go.
Rock on, dude.
How are you, man?
I'm good, man. You know, riding the wave, baby.
Yeah, I'm excited to hear you read.
Me too. I'm reading. I know. Who's that grown up? Sita. Not a baby anymore.
Not a baby anymore.
Well, I mean, from when I saw him at Marmalades.
Yeah. Big boy now.
Yeah. How you doing, Aaron?
I'm good. I'm tired.
I bet.
Funny, everyone.
Hey, I see Mark.
Yeah. I like singing and your favorite Christmas song? You're not sharing that mic with anyone. Kidding. What's that?
Can I not private message other people?
Should be able to.
Keep in mind, Rawle, that if anyone downloads like the chat at the end, whatever you private message people will also be on there.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, just the host can do that, I guess. But I don't know.
I just want to say hi to Mark. I've tried to text Mark a couple of times, and I don't know if it went through. And I just see him.
He can hear it. You can unmute yourself, Mark, if you want.
Hey, Mark.
How you doing, Rawle?
Good, man. Text me a number. I
Yeah,
tried
let
to
me do
text.
this after the show.
Okay. The
Thanks.
number I have.
Keep it in touch, though. We're on.
Well, I tried to text you a couple of times.
Yeah, I don't look at that very often,
Okay.
but I'll check it out after this.
I'm just looking to see what number I have for you.
I wouldn't text him now.
It doesn't allow me to just message him.
Yeah, I see that on ours too. It only says to everyone. It doesn't let us.
Yeah. I don't know if it's in your settings or because I know I've done it before. I don't care. Hey, Mark, I'm sending you my number.
Oh yeah, it's gone from me too. Why can't I? Why can't we do that anymore?
Oh, so you were able to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All been
Sorry,
able to.
you were, and then I just updated it today, and now it's gone.
Yeah, it says like participant can chat with no one or everyone publicly.
There's my number, Mark. Text me when you get a chance.
Okay, thanks, Rawle.
Because I don't think the number I have for you is good anymore.
Hey, do you Mom, do you know if Marjan got sent the link?
I don't know.
I don't think Marjan has Facebook.
Okay.
She, like, the information that I sent her. Can you hear me, Cole?
Yeah.
The information that I sent her for the release, that it says on there how to access it.
Yeah. Erin's gonna email it to her, and we'll just get started, and hopefully Marjan can join at some point.
Hey, Cole,
Yeah.
could you tell me what number I am?
You're towards the end, Mark. Me and you finish the show off.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna pass the baby off, and then we'll get going here.
Why did it stop?
Hi, Shimshon.
Oh, I didn't realize my mic was on. I was wondering why the crowd sound stopped. How you doing?
I am well, and you?
I'm doing pretty good. You know, all things considered, all isolated and whatnot.
Yeah, I guess, eh? It's crazy. And it looks like further lockdowns coming, so.
Oh, gosh.
Tell
Yeah.
you, I've watched that documentary like 5 or 6 times.
So good, right?
And every time I swear I get teary-eyed.
Oh,
You guys did such a good job. You know, in the works that I'm doing today, Shimshon, you know, that documentary highlights, you know, we've come a long way. We still have work to do, but we're in a better place than I think we realize. So.
hey, I'll start it with you. So.
Crazy, man. I was talking to a couple of my old colleagues in my days at Cato. Yeah, and we were all like shaking our heads. We couldn't, you know, it's like, because they remembered when I came into the office and, you know, from that class, it all excited, and yeah, it was really cool. It was really cool.
Oh.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, Slash is back.
All right.
Please. Oh. Too kind. Little tree. Silent Christmas tree, you are so little, you are more like a flower. Who found you in the green forest? And were you so very sorry to come away? See, I will comfort you because you smell so sweetly. I will kiss your cool bark, hug you safe and tight, just as your mother would, only don't be afraid. Look, the spangles that sleep all year in a dark box, dreaming of being taken out and allowed to shine, the balls and chain red and gold, the fluffy threads, put your little arms and I'll give them all to you to hold. Every finger shall have its ring, and there won't be a single place dark or unhappy. Then when you're quite dressed, you'll stand in the window for everyone to see, and how they'll stare. Oh, but you'll be very proud. And my little sister and I will take hands, and looking up at our beautiful tree, we'll dance and sing, Noel, Noel. That was E.E. Cummings, and this is Inspired Word Café. Oh no, please. Too much. Okay, so we got a nice intimate show as we always do in December. Thanks everyone for coming out tonight. Cedar's here too. He's giving me some blah in the back there. As you know, I heard Ken found out the hard way tonight that we are not at the alternator. Due to the more recent shutdowns, there's no live events allowed, so we're doing it all from home today. But you all made it, so that's great. As always, we want to acknowledge that we are on the unceded and ancestral territory of the Okanagan Silk people. It's an honor and a privilege to be able to create art and work and do events like this as guests on their land. But as always, I think it's important to acknowledge that we are uninvited guests on their land. So I wanted to do an exercise. I did it the first show, a version of it, and I just want to do it again. I think of it as sort of like a tuning fork or something for everyone on Zoom to sort of get us all on the same page. So it's sort of like Simon Says, only there's no game really. I'm just telling you to do things, and you need to follow them. So if everyone's ready, I want everyone. Mark, if it's too hard for you, I'm not sure what device you're on, but if you want, you can just sort of leave it off, but try your best if you can. So everyone, turn your cameras off. You can just leave it, Mark, if you want. Turn your sound off. Now I want everyone at the same time to turn their, yes, hello, Cedar, to turn their sound and their video. First, everyone turn your video back on. Yeah. Now everyone at the same time, we're going to turn, on the count of 3, we're going to turn our sound on, and we're going to yell our favorite holiday food to eat. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3.
Brussels sprouts.
This was
Nice.
cookies.
Okay, I love it. Some smiles out there. We're tuned now. We're ready to go. Housekeeping. Shimshon, will you be showing a bit of a podcast trailer at some point?
Yeah, sure.
We don't have to right now, maybe after a couple poets, but I just wanted to kind of go through any housekeeping sort of stuff. Keep an eye out. The open mic will likely be changed in January to the second week of January. We'll make an announcement about it, obviously, but a lot of things, school, universities, these sorts of things are kind of pushing off their start date by a week. And so we want to make sure that everyone is kind of able to take the break that they need from everything, including Inspired Word Café. So we'll keep an eye out. We'll let everyone know via Facebook or whatever. If you don't follow us on any of those things, shoot me a message. I'll be happy to update you. Santa was going to show up, but Santa wasn't feeling very well. So Santa's not coming. So Santa, it's vintage stuff, but it's probably a pretty busy time, I guess.
What else for 2020, Cole? Come on.
Okay, so we're gonna get to some poets now. So without further ado, let's have a warm IWC welcome for Claire Watson.
Oh, I'm starting?
Yeah. Boom.
Shit. Oh, okay.
Wake up, Claire.
Um,
Hey, do you want me to move to the next person? Are you ready?
No, I'm happy to.
Ready as you'll ever be.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Okay.
Claire. Some people call me Clarissa. I'm wearing a blanket, and I'm gonna pull up my poems because I was not expecting to read first. Great to see everyone. Hi, Mark. Some new faces. Okay. All right. So, yeah, I wrote this poem about the loneliness of social media. It is called Instagram. We don't love people. We love selfies of people. We pour buckets of rain in the ocean. We eat supper with our cell phones and have forgotten how to be honest. We don't want love. We want it's about love and selfies of people. We choose typing, not touching. We choose clicking, not crying. We choose emojis, not emotion. We choose followers, not fellowship. We don't love people because there are no people, just selfies of people. We love selfies, but they don't love us back. We give hearts, we give likes, swiping stories, fantasy filters. We post what we cannot find within. We worship selfies of people because there are no people, just technology users, creating technology for users. Now Instagram is digital heroin, and we search for a drop of rain in the ocean, only to discover we are not our selfies. We are the light that shines through each pixel, but it's still dark, and there are no people, only selfies of people. All right. Okay, so Yeah, this next one is pretty self-explanatory. It's called The Time I Watched You Sleep. The time I watched you sleep, you laid on your back like a corpse, and I pressed my hips against your body. I tucked my face into your neck. It felt like coming home. I counted the wiry hairs of your sparse beard, each one shadowed of your face like a button on a keyboard, and curled around your lips. The time I watched you sleep, the window to the terrace was open and it rained. The moist air gave me goosebumps, but I laid still to hear the sound of your breath. Your chest rose and fell like mountain peaks. I stared at your toes, your knees, your belly. Your pale skin resembled tissue paper. The bedroom in silence, I started to pray and thanked God for creating you. The time I watched you sleep, I imagined your dreams, clouds without skies, red wine lips, gypsy hymns, and blushed at the thought of our lovemaking. I mouthed Te adoro, like a bumblebee to a rose. The time I watched you sleep, you had no idea, peacefully unconscious in slumber to reset your body. As you awoke, I lost the dream of you. And how am I doing for time?
You're doing great. We've had a couple cancellations, so if you want to read another one or two or whatever, that's fine.
I can take my time.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is a very angry poem I wrote in Spanish. Does anyone speak Spanish? You know what? I'm just gonna read it anyway. And yeah. Okay, yo lo sé. Yo lo sé porque he visto debajo de tu piel y sé que no hay nada ahí. Humo, vidrio, más humo. Yo lo sé. Lo sé porque nunca desarrollaste vértebras. Negaste las manos de Dios. Te pedía amor y te huiste. Yo lo sé. Aunque tú no lo sabes, sabemos. Aquellos que abandonaste, aquellos que te abandonaron, aquellos que están por abandonar. La verdad queda suspendida entre el dolor de tus mentiras, lo sabemos. Ojalá lo hubieras sabido para faltar el primer encuentro, para no respirar el humo que te compone, para agradecer a Dios por mis vértebras. Ahora ya lo sé. Maybe we can like close caption it later. Woo, okay. I wrote this poem for my friend Damien. It's called Ego Death. A river flows down the mountain. The sound of water soothes earth that orbits for all life, here to be free of ourself as selves, like the wind blows without form. To live without an idea of oneself, to let the self be the idea, to let the idea never end, to seek to be sought, never the seeker. Freedom is a gun without bullets, buried in a warless land, a place where I am you and you are me. Selfless selves become stardust. Be yourself without a self, a spirit with a heartbeat, the flow of the river, on a journey to be. And this will be my last poem. It's about my favorite natural mystery. The title of the poem is the last word of the poem. Let's see. Okay. Bring me showers from the clouds. Clean my skin. Are you the tongue of the ocean? Grass grows from your moisture and covers the earth like silk in a Navajo rug. You drip, drip, drip down my window like transparent honey. Are you the tears of God? Roses bloom upon your touch. You wash away filth like the hands of a priest. I hear you like footsteps on a catwalk. I watch you disappear in the river. Are you blood for botany? Pour down, beat down, bear down, flow in the gutter, rain. Thank you. Thanks, guys.
All right. Thanks so much, Clarissa. The one line, and I think it was your second poem, wiry hairs, sparse beard, not Santa, sparse beard, definitely not Santa. So I'm just trying to figure out where Santa is. That's all. Okay, moving on here. Let's we got time. Let's have another round of applause for Clarissa. Yeah. Yeah. Oh wow, that full applause. It always just comes in so great. Okay, so next on the docket, I think it's probably a good thing a couple people canceled, because we're still gonna run full time. We got the founder in the house. So everyone, hail to the king, the man who needs no introduction, Rawle. I think he's like Prince now. He's just Rawle. Round of applause for Rawle, everybody.
Stop it. How was everyone? See you all virtually. What will I recite? All right. My poems don't tend to have titles these days, so I'll just, this piece that I'm gonna read is a piece that I almost felt like I was channeling this piece when I wrote it, so. The thought is constant, running like I run. How did I get here? As I can no longer make sense of my circumstances, as each moment looks like the last. Competing thoughts flood my mind as reality negotiates with the last of my untrusting hope. Body beyond exhaustion, fueled only by will, I now live unseated upon the unceded lands of those whose tribes have no name. I'm not in my time, from a land I no longer see, connected only through lucid moments in my dreams. It's been many moons since I felt the dirt of my village underfoot, surrounded by the morning air as I welcomed the sunrise amber with my father. Laid lazily on the banks of the river where my grandfather swam as a boy. Rested in the safe embrace of my mother's stories as my imagination came to life in the star-filled playground of the night sky. Desperation and despair my guides in this bittersweet moment of rest. Caught in an instant of disconnect, faint voices of my ancestors bang the drums of my memories in this confusion of bondage. I'm forced to live as a stranger with those estranged from their own ways, as we are corralled in dis-ease as the conqueror's bounty. Is it the land that makes me hold, or the blood of those that came before? I did not choose this faith, for faith chose me to be enslaved. In this plane where time has no meaning, I endure the pain and suffering of indignity. Necessity and circumstance forge a new family of souls with whom I share this harshness. Together we witness new life and share in mistrusted laughter in spite of it all. Sometimes I cry and cower in shame, and respite from the yoke and whip I take to arms of my mind against my captors. But always, I laugh in my tears, if only to make sense of my stolen manhood as I await my return to the land of my birth. I sometimes wish that breath would be foreign, but my demise is still a time away, for I keep fighting for my home within. I'm a descendant from the dark place that shed light upon the heavens, beholden to my past, in the void of this now, a barrier of hope for a better tomorrow. And as I fight through the harshness to survive, each scar symbolizes the spilled blood of my strength and courage. So today, I lay here to rest. For tomorrow, I will face the madness yet again, to look fear in the eyes and to laugh some more, for I am still here.
Woo!
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, this next piece, I haven't read this in a while, so I'm going to read it. I read it, I think, at the sacrificial poem for the slam at Black Box, so it's been a while. It is complete in its emptiness, cocoon in a state of dubious certainty, birthed from the same waters of life that housed me in my mother's womb. Before any I's are dotted or any T's are crossed, it is a disassembled inspiration of chaos, floating the cosmos, lustfully flirting with the idea of romance. For the spoken word is naked. It awaits capture to expose and pollinate a creative urge, a download into a suspended moment of arousal. It lays in state to be free-versed into a sonnet of images that coaxes the wild torrent of dark desires. It is not embedded to a rhythm, riff, or melody. It is not nestled on or on top of beats, wrapped with meaning. It can paint pictures that evoke memories of days gone by. It can stir feelings of childhood nostalgia, of cowering for safety under the covers from Dracula's bite. It seduces the imagination in playful celebration of pen and paper. It can question you to ponder the poet's meaning. What the fuck did they just say? Or what color is the world in their sky? It can move you to snap fingers of approval or with gratitude for saying thank you. Thank you for capturing my feelings. Thank you for saying what I could not speak. Its truth is a naked moment of existence that oddly resembles my perception of truth. Its power can spark revolutions or issue a call to action, to pick up the pen or wield the sword. It is an invitation to know thyself, to explore the evolution of the mind that can uplift our human spirit. It is the unspoken of what we fear, spotlighting the inner story. It is open for interpretation by the listener. It comes for you like a train at a station. Be there or you'll miss it. But fear not, it will be captured, for that's its power. It is between you, the poet, and the words. Listen, listen. Can you hear it? Can you feel it? It sees you.
Yeah.
I do one more?
Yeah. Do your thing, man.
It's my last, this is the latest one actually. I'm not sure if it's done, but I was asked the other day if I was feeling burnt out. And without thinking, I reacted with a quick no. Why do you ask? As I pushed back at my friend's question. She said, don't get me wrong. You look good, but tired. My knee-jerk no was me being triggered. But why, I asked myself. Was there truth in what she had asked? And if so, why was I triggered? And if there was no truth, why did I get triggered? Truth be told, I am tired. I am tired of the illusion, delusion, illusion of the fight. Women's issue, gender equality, indigenous rights, Black Lives Matters, religious freedoms, economic equality, social freedom, climate change, global warming, wealth gap disparity. Did I miss anything? All I see is humans denying humans. And that's what exhausts me. It drains my empathy like a vampire latched to my neck. I feel myself depleted of intellect as I wrestle with the big question nestled deep in my being. What does it mean to be human? Like Where the Cats Meow. From up looking down, no color could be seen or gender identified. Just maybe a speck. Yet us versus them has us trapped in a prison of imaginary lines. Parliamentary democracy, republic, communism, green, liberal, libertarian, socialist, progressive. We're all under gravity's totalitarian control of this not so flat earth. Now, gravity may deny my ability to soar with the birds, and my eyes may not be as sharp as when I was a younger man, but I only see humans denying humans. So maybe I am tired, maybe I am burnt out, but I still believe in the illusion. I haven't lost hope. What does it mean to be civilized and intelligent as we spin 460 meters per second in this, the experiment of the good, the bad, the ugly, the beautiful? That's what it means to be human. Thank you, guys.
Oh, Rawle, it's so good to hear your words, man. Rawle, it was so good to hear your words, man. When was the last time you think you read at IWC? Probably last season, for sure. But
I know I don't know if it was this year or last year. I don't think I've been to a show, so it's probably last year. I guess. Yeah. It's been a while.
It's kind of this funny thing where I've been thinking about your poetry the last while. Just it's sort of it's a down time. Shimshon and I were actually talking about it the other day, how it's sort of nice to have art that uplifts right now, and I always feel uplifted by your words, and so I think now more than ever is a time where we need some words from you, Rawle. So it was really nice for you to come out and share, and it was wonderful to listen to you. No jokes about how sexy you are. What sound is that?
Oops.
Oh my God, Santa!
And you thought I wasn't gonna come, you little bitches. Oh, look at that big Santa belly full of cookies. Santa's got a bad attitude. Yay! Also, Cedar's terrified of me right now. He does not know what is going on. Who dat, Cedar?
Who's this weirdo?
It's me, Santa.
No. Keep him away from me.
Okay, have a Merry Christmas and Happy Hanukkah and Kwanzaa to all of you lovely IWC people. Okay, bye.
Thanks, Santa. Santa fought through all those digestive cookies that he ate earlier and had got the runs. So that was so great. Okay. Who do we have next here? Oh, look out there, Cedar. Okay. Wow, I'm thrown off from Santa here. That was a big top celebrity. The biggest celebrity we've had since Kim K was on this show. Okay, up next to the mic, we have one of IWC's own collective members. This person has done so much work for IWC this year. This year we've really come into this really wonderful collective the last year or so, and we just have all these people who are doing so much great work for us and who are sort of making for a couple of years it was sort of a one man one woman show on IWC, and it was sort of really exhausting, and now we've really had the collective rally and it just feels so wonderful to be working with such a great group. But this person, I can't thank them enough. They're running our social media, they're updating our website right now, and I'm really excited to hear them read. So without further ado, Ken Shaw.
I feel like I need to stand. Okay. This is a poem I read, I believe, at the kickoff. Not this past one, but the one previous. So this one is about my dad. It's called Half Nelson. Someone told me that grief would be a peach pit. Slipped in my pocket, but I never dug it out. It was more of a chokehold pushing my head down. Will cutting open this memory wear thin my skin? His crowded teeth are straightened in my mouth, and I used to wish that I didn't have his nose. Catharsis isn't a cure because there will never be words to fit it into conversation. Leave the why me's in the basement with his belongings and let me cry. Let me pin down this feeling. Remember when we'd take turns picking crime shows on TV and wrestle by the sofa? Let this grief half Nelson me. This is another one about my dad. It's called Mariposa, but it's not all in Spanish. Did you do all you could? You never filled your father's hand or died before you had the chance. I took knives like blades to ribbon under your knees, where your hamstrings curled to stop the shaking. I cut ties, let down and rest your eyes. Flutter eyelash wings on your butterfly face, a gentle kiss. You lay, not gone, but not awake. I see your body in something more than sleep, where moss will grow and sprout green. Thank you. Now I have just like a few little short ones. I have a problem with like finishing poems, so these are just like, I don't know. Hot on hot concrete, the sweat creeps, salt sizzles to touch and smells sweet. She's just standing there, heat in heat. Is she refraction? Is she waves of imagination? Is she Earth's fever peak? Is she Earth's fever peak? Drink some water before the next one. My head is in the biosphere, heart in the country, tears in the wind, and I'm ready to die. Placed between yellow and blue, I am here, but not for you. I've put on my hat so you know that I'm ready. I'm going now. Who knew forgetting dirt could be so easy? I consider it, and then I leave it. I ate a cowboy's tooth for dinner so I could feel his grit, but he bit back with spirit, so I couldn't swallow it. I wrestled a bull to the ground and broke off both his horns. He lay defeated in the dirt and looked at me forlorn. Those are yours now. Put them on your head. I'm a good boy, so I did just what he said. We've got a million reasons to cry. We've got a million reasons to cry, but not a single reason to try. Jerry Seinfeld was right. Fun for the whole family is a lie. They've boarded up the playground, so we'll be safe. I'm not sure how to play the game if the rules always change. And I have one more that I wrote today. This is for my friend Kristen. Kristen. It's over for us. They've started playing Green Day on the oldies station. Your turkey tail mullet hits the October wind and you're moving again. You've packed up your dried grasses gently, holding them between your chest and the collie dog riding shotgun. A friend with a truck is a friend for life, or until the October wind moves your feet to moss again. Thank you, guys.
Second. Yeah, I love that poem too. The one about your dad. That one, it's a tearjerker. Marjan, you made it. You got your ears on out there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey.
Yes.
How are you?
Hey. Fine, thanks. Sorry for being late. It's early in the morning.
Oh, it's all good. Are you ready to read? Do you want me to go to somebody else or?
Yeah, could you please just start
Sure.
with somebody else? Then I will come back.
Sure. We'll go to the
Thank you.
next person and then we'll come to you. Okay. Okay, cool.
Sure. Thank you.
Okay. So up next to the mic, Sean, are you ready? Did I pronounce your name wrong?
Not me. Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sure. I can do that.
How do I pronounce your name?
It's Sean.
It is
It's
Sean.
Sean.
Okay.
Hi,
Yeah.
Rob.
I thought maybe I fucked it up, and then that's why you were looking at me weird. So.
No, that's fine. Hi, everyone. This is my first time here in a very, very long time. But I owe many condolences to this space of phenomenal people here for a lot of my changes and movement in life. So yeah, I came back to say hello and thank you. Here we go. Be of faith, love and be loved, give and be given. Let light be one with your hand and heart, and you will see darkness fall slave to its master. Be as one with one, and peace will lay where you lie. Be the maker of your mark and conquer lust of life. Let go, and ease will come to you. For no mortal moves into the eternal. The immortal knows this truth. Listen to the whispers in the depth of silence. Wisdom rests patiently beneath your roots. Come what will, do or do not, one golden thread will be woven with your hand and heart. Choose love, eternal love for all. Love over fear. Trying to think of another one that I might want to write. Leaving black holes, dropping all the words you told me, your desires to mold me. I am not a trophy. Letting go, moving into liberty, living in my kingdom. This is how I learn to be free.
Woo.
I think I'll share maybe the first part of something else that I'm doing. And then I don't know how much time I have because there was just an empty spot. I don't know.
I mean, if you want to share that and then call it good.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Cool.
So this one goes like this. Child's play, splinters fray. Here we go again, leaving empty milk crates. Hearts tired, tongues fired, bruises oozing, touching electrical wires. Peppers shaken, spice in motion to feud. Dark desire raises heads, yeah, we light up the fuse. Pointing fingers at the muse, no truce we lose. We're in the ringer, the bee stinger. Jabs conjure no clues, we lay confused. Dig in the blues, why do we choose? Force over ease, bleed and waste in time. Wicked lines, tricky, cheating, blind. Hanging battle binds, drawn punishment for our crimes. Disappointment, disillusion, we bear the brunt from amusement. Lessons making a fool of its students. No solutions squeezing water from stones. Here the play rises on tragedy's throne. Time's got its youth, but we're growing old. Now brought to the truth, here do we fold? I'll end there. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sean. It's December is always a tough month for people to come out, and so we always kind of have a much more intimate crowd, and it seems like we kind of got some of the OG IWC folks, and so it's really nice to see some familiar faces. So thanks for coming and sharing, Sean.
Yeah, thank you for holding the space. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries. All right, Marjan.
Yep.
You ready? All right,
I'm here.
let's have a warm IWC welcome for Marjan, all the way from Iran.
Thank you so much. I'm again excited to have you again here. Okay, thank you. Thank you for a great introduction. So, hello everybody. Actually, I want to say that I mentioned a name through the poem. Okay, the name is Rira. A girl. Okay, a little girl who was on the plane, flight 752. Okay. Death was spiraling to the ground. Did dust indict the credence of Christ? The open eyes were theorizing a war. Was a win always good for morale? The art-born child was mumbling next. Cheer up, man. It'll never happen. Rira was held up aloft by stars. Were they gleaming with malice? Yet the rifle was held up apathetically. Is abominable cruelty shedding tears? Or then the legs fell and scattered around, not even being capable of chasing a rainbow in that Farsi calendar. Has a savior ever hated rain and sun? The butchers were hammering the hot metals into cracks from where flesh could sprout, up everywhere. The walled park smells burning, the lawn, the stones, the moon. Hello? Hello? Rubies are calling from much of a match. That was it.
Woo!
That's all.
Oh, thanks so much, Marjan.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, the line, his abominable cruelty shedding tears. What a powerful line.
Yeah.
Thank
you so much.
We have a bit of a tradition that we're all kind of started, and one of Rawle's favorite things is to watch people kind of go up to the stage and read poems for the first time. I know that you've read a few times, but this is your first time at IWC, so we always try to check in and see how did that feel?
It's my new experience actually. I had you the previous session, as you can remember, but I feel great. Okay, the open mic is kind of a great chance for me, and I'm really happy for that. I'm really excited, but again, thank you for the chance, giving me the chance again. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no worries. We hope you keep coming back. We'll have our next one at some point in the first couple weeks of January. So.
Yeah, I love you all. The warmth of this happening is really, attracts me to come back here again.
Oh,
Thank you.
Great. I'm so glad.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm listening. I'm here. I'm here with you all. Thank you.
All right. Up next, we've got another OG IWC crew. Again, he's sort of like the metronome of IWC. He always sort of keeps us in time by reading every time we come out. So let's have a warm IWC welcome for Mark Bertolutti.
I write lyrical poetry and short and make songs. My first one's called All About Love, because that's what this is all about. It's all about love. This road that I travel on leads me back to where I'm from, back to where it all began, making me into who I have become, the man I am. Now another year has come and gone, and time just keeps ticking on and on. With hard times comes hard knocks. Trust that's just the way it goes. Sometimes life sucks, so we must all know life is all about love, and not just the lust of the almighty buck. I've heard so many people say tomorrow is always another day. Though when things don't go your way and your sorrow turns to pain, just remember these simple words I say. Today is always a brand new day. Don't let it slip away. Thanks. Yeah, moving along here, I got quite a bit of stuff to share, hopefully. This one's called Under the Lights. Lazy days and crazy nights, man, have I been living my life. I've spent my time waiting in line for my time to shine. Now I found my way up on stage and under the lights, and I gotta say, feels all right. Music will save your soul. Just feel the rhythm of the beat and let it take control from the top of your head to the bottom of your feet. Let your body rock and your mind roll into your own destiny. On another night and in another place and on another stage, the lights will again shine upon my face. So, my friends, until then, I'll reminisce forever the good old times when we'd all shine together. I found my way up on stage and under the lights, and I gotta say, thanks. Feels all right. Yeah, moving along. This one's called The Sound. Walking from bar to bar in this cold and crazy town, underneath moonlit stars, wondering what is going down, looking for excitement and a brand new sound, leading me to my destiny, because now I've been lost and found. Nodding at people as they pass me by, hanging with a heavy crowd, with women from all around, just listening to the boys playing aloud. Underneath the lights and the voices giving their all, you can hear the people talking with the new beat on the street. My heart skips a beat, and a surge of energy is what we need to clear our aching heads. Just kicking ass with that sound, waking the dead. Thanks. Yeah, this one's called Take It Away. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. Please take this pain away. Take it away. Emptiness is filling me. Confusion is killing me, leading me to this misery. Take it away, Lord. Take it away. I would close my eyes and come to some conclusion that something so strange would make me realize love could be only a delusion. Inside the framework of my mind, no more, no less in due time. Can't escape this reality, although the reality is just what the frame of mind that which controls me. Tomorrow is another day. I'll find it my own way. I can never give up hope. I'll just listen to my heart and somehow I'll cope. Mistakes made are all part of the trade. I'm still standing tall and the price has been paid. Now take it away. Thanks.
Woo, maybe two more, Mark.
Okay, right on. Okay, this one's called More Than You Know. Thank you. Thank you for your smile. Thank you for just saying hello. Thank you for your trust and the little hugs. They mean more than you know. I know it's been a long while, so thank you for not letting go. Not letting go of a friendship that can only just grow and grow. Friendship is a must if it's built on trust. And before it can blossom and turn into love, trust in a friendship will never rust. Only if the page is unturned will it start to collect dust. Thanks. Okay, another one. Everyone. I live a lonely life. Yes, I do. With your body, your mind, and your high societies. How about you? I'm looking outside my window at snowflakes hitting the ground. Man, I'm tired of just sitting around. Everyone tries, everyone cries, everyone lies, and everyone dies. I wonder why. I thought I was done, but I still see the sun shining down on everyone. So as we go about our day, I hope we cross each other's minds from time to time along the way. Thanks, guys. Peace.
Whew. Thanks for reading, Mark. You always take such joy in reading poems, Mark, and I just your joy in poems is infectious. I always just I can't help but smile whenever you read poems, and I appreciate you always coming out and reading, man. Okay, so the last while, kind of doing events, I've actually got a lot of Aaron and I have gotten a lot of oh, when are you guys gonna read poems? And Aaron read some poems a couple of events ago, and so I thought I'd read some poems since there wasn't a ton of folks signed up. So I'm gonna close the show with a couple of poems. I actually I was like, do I want to read newer poems or older poems or so I kind of searched through everything and I found all of my sort of holiday-ish poems. So I've got 3 poems. What this old thing, Ken? I only wear this thing when I don't care how I look. That was a Christmas reference. That was a It's a Wonderful Life reference, in case you didn't catch that. But I wear this all the time. Okay, so earlier today I had my hair through it, like I was like a maid or something. Thanks, Marjan. Thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna read some poems. So this one's called New Year's Day. In the grocery store line, she says, "You look different." And the other person, both of whom I don't know, replies, "It's the bangs. They were cheaper than Botox." I walk home along the bike path. There, I turn away from my bookshelf, thinking, and step on my coffee mug. I don't fall. I am not cut, but the mug shoots out from under me, breaks, and piles against the wall. This is how I will also go, no doubt. Thinking too hard, turning too quick, and stepping without looking, trying each year to drift forward until one day catching a snag, dragged under, then calm. Finally, just piled up against the gyprock. When I quit smoking, I learned how dull my senses had become. Since they are colorful again, but I've gained a few pounds, worth it. Your restaurant-scented neck, the inside of the travel mug, jogging beside the neighbors' flowers and diesel fumes, find me plain food once gray, freshly chopped piles of lawn and cherry tree prunings making way for bud blossoms. I can taste pastel. So did my bad breath taste pastel, and feigning newness too can bring change. My footsteps, wet sock heavier, which is new as well. I feel like I can finally inhale all the way to the bottom of my lungs. Whole sawing out of 20 extra pounds I wore for the last 11 years, aging my kneecaps. I am heavier than years' dirt foods, having saltless taste, crouched, planted, sculpted, plucked, and expertly socialized, so much that I no longer appear to float down the channel. Without holding my breath, eyes wide, smile, still, eyes closed, up at the sun. That's a really old poem, but it had New Year's in it, so I figured. Okay, this one's newer, but it also has a holiday ref in it. So, this is part of a manuscript I'm working on right now, and there's all these prose parts in it, and they're sort of just numbered. So this is just called 2.3. You love the reliability of evergreens that stay green. On the porch, long after Christmas, saw them rendered into compost or obsolete. Driving always reminds you of the past because you are always still driving. Still are prunes in curly-haired humidity. You touch the dew and rain the wind has carried to the side of your car, out of the window as you drive to taste the soggy earth. Drank through the cells that multiply enough to clone you every 7 years, but always make the same shape with holes in it, turned into hooves every time, like the cliche definition of insanity, drinking through ridges like an Andalite, always talking about the glory years before the kindness of scientists. That's all that's left. But this is your section on death too, not just mine. Collective death. We will learn to share one way or another, seeing how, thinking about reading books you'll never read again and collecting books you'll never read again. The land has changed and therefore so you have. So clear how you use the same thing in story structure you cultivated in the Scholastic Book Club all the time. Someone coming back home too late. Projected onto the dead paint of the house that used to be fences in beside yours, but maybe it's just your eyes in the ground reaching one way for water and one way for sun. Torn apart, going up or going down. Some myths always split the other arrow. Robin Hood, Fox Robin Hood, that is, a fox dressed like a bird in the sort of way that makes you sad, but looking at your watch, not enough to risk your best friend might keep talking. Maybe. All right, last one. So this one is maybe 3 years old. This is called Strategies for Relocating Black Widows. Take them outside or kill them. Aaron has shipwreck eyes today, the gray-blue with the brown floating around the magnet center. They change day to day. Located, but not still. I tell Aaron what I wrote, my master's, and too much weed over the years has muddied my memory. It helps put off describing the taxonomy of even a single feeling. She says I'm dramatic. I tell her about how I'm embarrassed to shit in public. She is a gift. I shit with the door wide open and the world spins. a fragment on which to float, but she also continues with her side of the conversation, says, I know, they are harmless, but still poisonous and at the girl's height. And they are so small. But this was after. Now it's almost Christmas. Asher sells us a tree, and later we drag it over the top of the snow. We are awkward, but does he know? Do we care? I feel I am moving forward for the first time in a Christmas season. Trudging through the snow, I barely remember, for instance, what surrounds even a handful of Christmases. I remember no conversations and barely any gifts. An old friend of Aaron's is also preparing to celebrate Christmas at this exact Home Depot on this exact Wednesday, on this exact week before Christmas. She laughs at my joke about Spruce Springsteen. Erin remembers her friend complicatedly, talks about smoking weed and watching a cartoon rocket explode to be seen as fireworks, but also of let down slowlies. Lennon already seems bigger. Next, it will be Mackenzie right around the year mark, she says. She's right. It is. And then I will realize, having missed the lesson the first time around, that kids just keep changing or don't. I did. Lennon's song says she is in the stuck, not in the middle, in the stuck. We ask if they want to measure how they grow on the wall, and they say sure, but they go back to playing. We don't do it. I think when Anne got sick of me writing about remembering, she was partially right in that I hadn't done what I needed. Never wrote or remembered it right. Writing tapped in a loop and only able to shape it into something that resembles a circle or a shred of a sail, but never actual wrinkles or choruses. Not yet, probably for the best. I don't quite remember when I reached this height or how I got so sad about floating still. The Black Widow needs moving. All right. I got tired of standing, so I'm sitting on like a chair, like I'm like Kurt Cobain in Live from New York, or Unplugged in New York. Okay, so that's it. I was searching for this Danny Couture poem today that I really wanted to read, because it's also a Christmas poem, but I couldn't. I found it. Somebody sent me a picture of it, but then I realized I can't really read it. But I looked up fair use rules, and I can read a quote from it. So I'm just going to read one thing towards the end here that I just have been kind of thinking about this poem. So it's kind of about Christmas and going home and these sorts of things. But the end says, the last couple lines, somewhere down south, researchers are placing strange dead amongst flocks of crows. And I hope this year for the best. And I've been thinking about that poem because this is sort of a strange Christmas. It's a precarious Christmas. It's an isolated Christmas. But I do hope this year for the best. I hope for the best for everyone. So, whatever you're doing for your holiday, whatever you're doing this month, stay connected out there. Reach out to folks. Stay safe. Stay healthy. I just want to thank everyone, all of the IWC collective for all of their hard work this year. Thanks everyone for coming out to the open mic today. Thanks Marjan for getting up so early. Thanks Mark for all your work this year and always just kind of bringing the energy, as Ken said. Thank you for everyone for coming and sharing your words today. And thank you to City of Kelowna and FCCS for sponsoring us. And as always, be gentle with yourself so you can learn to be gentle with someone else. I love you all. We'll see you next time. I'm gonna maybe Shimshon, if you want to leave the window open, if folks want to like hang out and chat, if they haven't seen anyone for 5 minutes, or you want to talk about poems, or feel free. If not, you can totally feel free to go do your thing. I'm not gonna stay. I'm gonna go see what's going on with my kids. But thanks as always. It was wonderful to see everyone.
Thanks, guys.
And just before folks leave, just so we have a podcast for the Inspired Word Café. So if you want to check that out, all the recordings from stuff like this open mic will be there. We do like a pared down selection, kind of one poem per reader, and it all goes up there, which is really sweet. So if you want to just search Inspired Word Cafe on your favorite podcast app, we are there too.
Oh, cool. Oh, I listened. It's good job, Shimshon. Love it.
Oh, thanks, Rawle.
No, seriously. I'm going to start sharing it, actually, once I get my website where I want it.